Hello, goddesses. Welcome to MenoLabs Live. We're so excited to have you here with us on Instagram. We haven't done this in a while. Today, we're going to be talking about getting back into a routine after the summer holidays. We really feel like a routine is a great way to set the tone for the day. So we hope that these tips and tricks you hear today are very helpful for you. Exciting news, we have two guests today. We haven't done this before, so I'm really excited about this. Our first guest is Julie Gordon-White, who is the founder of MenoWell, and she's going to be talking about the bars she created for perimenopausal women on the go. We also have our brand expert, Dr. Maggie, who is going to be talking about nutrition and giving us tips and tricks to set the tone for our building our new routine. Since we're on Instagram, I just have to let you know it's going to be a bit of a delay when I invite the two guests on. So I want to ask you to please leave a comment in the section below about where you're watching from. And then if you have any questions during the show, please remember to share questions about the topic today, which is routines, nutrition, perimenopause, or even about the bars. So I'm going to invite them in now. So excited to see all of you guys here. I really love this. I'm so excited to see all of this. So I'm going to invite, one second, there it is. I'm going to invite Dr. Maggie. So it should be working. Oh, hi, Julie.
Hi, Natasha.
So excited. So my
Hi.
I am the community manager for MenoLabs. And as you see there, Julie Gordon-White, the founder of MenoWell, is here. Hi, Julie.
Hi,
And then
Natasha.
we have our brand expert, Dr. Maggie, who is with us. Hi, Dr. Maggie.
Hello,
And I'd
everyone.
love to start by asking you guys, what are you drinking today? Julie, can you share with us?
I'm still on the coffee version, cup 2 today. I needed an extra.
I love it. I love it. Dr. Maggie?
I have jasmine green tea.
Yes, I love it. I have chamomile lavender, and I've added Keep Going Gorgeous to it. So we're all sipping away here. Before we get started in the conversation, I want to let everyone know about the promotion today. Since we are on Instagram, I'm going to have to tell you have to go to menolabs.com to do your purchase. So you're going to have 2 or more items in your cart, and you'll get 40% off using the promo code GUTHEALTH40. Once again, this GUTHEALTH40. And you'll get a gift with purchase, Keep Glowing Gorgeous, and that will end on Thursday at midnight. So we want to encourage you guys, once again, menolabs.com. So let's get started with conversation. Julie, we at MenoLabs love a sweet treat, but it's even better when it's good for you. What inspired you to come up with these delicious bars?
What did they say? Necessity is the mother of invention. 55, right in the middle of perimenopause, probably getting close to the actual day of menopause, feeling not good. I gained 10 pounds, just low energy, and really lacked confidence. I wasn't feeling like myself. So I needed to find something that could keep me out of what I now call the killer C's, cookies, candies, and chips. So I made them for myself, and that's how it all started.
And they're so delicious, but I love that you also made them so beneficial to women in perimenopause. Can you share about the amazing ingredients that you armed us with these bars?
Thanks. Once I tried to figure out what I could have, it just allowed me to lean a little bit more into myself and, how can I feel better actually during menopause, not just something to calm my sugar cravings. And that's when I learned about maca, which is a Peruvian root. So now we have really what we call our transition trifecta, which is maca to help balance blood sugar and hormones over time, plus 29 to 32% of your daily fiber. Shout out to fiber, right? And pea protein, right? We love the fiber, all of us here. And protein to help, maintain our muscle and metabolism. Plus, we snuck in some MCT oil for our brain, flaxseed, more fiber and good gut health, little spinach, little kale, and some salt, all based around almonds. So all the good, healthy fats, just to keep us full, satisfied, and out of the stuff we don't need.
I love that it's so beneficial. Dr. Maggie, can you share about maca? Because I know that we talked about it for our next newsletter, and I'm just going to give a little sneak peek into it because we said that maca helps with hot flashes. Can you speak on that?
Yeah, so maca is an herb that's from Peru. It's been used for centuries and centuries, and it's considered an adrenal adaptogen. So it helps support your stress gland, the adrenal glands, and also helps support the entire endocrine system. And there has been some research to support that research that supports its ability to reduce hot flashes and night sweats, increase energy, and increase libido.
Right,
Oh,
that's the
love
secret.
that.
Yeah,
You know, I
the
just remember
secret
that one.
It's like the bonus.
Well, it'd be a good dessert then, right?
There you go.
So the next part, Julie, I'd love to know. I know this, but I'd love to share with our viewers today. I'm so excited about this. You've gone through a little bit of a change with your brand. Can you share some more information about that?
Yes, we started out as Boss Bars, which is all about menopausing like a boss.
Yes.
And we still have that same attitude and vibe and just culture in our company and what we believe. But what we realized from talking to our customers, they weren't exactly sure what Boss Bars, what does that mean? What are they? What is that? And so the feedback that we learned is just that women want to menopause well. And so when we really started to see that over and over, we thought that is a great name. Plus, we needed to improve our packaging because we're moving into retail stores, and you need to be able to see it when you walk by. Is that wall too much back there? He just built that, but so it was just great timing to really meet our customers where they were asking us to be. So we did it. It was challenging, but so worth it. So we're all about Meno well with an attitude still.
I love that. And I'm so excited to have that opportunity to be able to shop in a store for your bars. Because I was just at the grocery store, of course, back to school. And I was looking at the bars and I was just thinking, oh my gosh, when MenoLabs will be available there. Can you give us a timeline, or is there any kind of information you can share?
Well, first I'm going to tell you, look for them in the women's health section, not with all the other snack bars, because we're special, right? We're formulated for women in perimenopause to menopause. So we are really creating that category. So you're going to find us next to supplements. And so California stores, premium grocery, natural stores, and then making our way into some large national chains that you will know that I can't say yet. Everything takes a long time,
but it's
Natasha.
still exciting to hear it. It's so exciting to hear it and look forward to it for sure.
Thank you.
So I'm all about, since we're talking about routines and people getting up, getting ready for work, getting kids ready for school, all of that, we're rushing. And I love the idea of pairing a MenoWell bar with our Happy Fiber and the coffee.
Yes.
It's a great on-the-go breakfast experience. Dr. Maggie, can you talk a little bit about the benefits of having as much fiber as we can during midlife?
Yeah, so fiber is so important during midlife for a number of reasons. So one, it makes us feel full. And it elongates our blood sugar curve, so we don't get hungry as quickly. And that allows our body to start to become more metabolically flexible. So it allows us to not only just burn the sugar for fuel, but start to burn fat for fuel when we are full longer. And when we eat more fiber, it can actually turn off hunger cues from the brain and really trigger the satiety signal. So we stay full longer. It stabilizes blood sugar. And also, fiber is the fuel source for our gut microbiome. So we know how important gut health is for everyone, especially during midlife, because actually independent of everything else, our gut microbiome does change during perimenopause and menopause. It becomes less biodiverse. So we really want to give some attention to the gut. And fiber is just a great natural food way to feed our microbiome and help to support the good bacteria's growth.
Yeah.
I like to
say fiber is our BFF. Our new BFF is fiber.
BFF. I love that. So I know I highlighted how you can have it in the morning on the go if you're rushing out the door. Julie, how would you recommend women eat their MenoWell bar? How do you eat yours?
So, well, because I get to choose all the time, right? I get to do different things. So in the morning, I particularly like blueberry lemon, and I like it on plain Greek yogurt. It's just perfect a little bit because the bars are sweetened lightly with dates, only dates, no weird sugars. So perfect on yogurt. But I have to say in the afternoon, I'm all about the peanut butter chocolate. I have to have it now. So I'm kind of eating a lot of fiber. So I have to watch myself, that's all, 50%, 60% of your daily fiber here. But so I like the peanut butter chocolate in the afternoon all by itself, huge glass of water, keep that hydration. In the but morning, I like it on something. So double down on the protein in the morning.
I love that. And I also love that your website provides other ideas, because I tried with your double chocolate, I believe, adding the pumpkin to the top, and it was delicious. And I ate it during the summer actually, but we're going into fall, so I think it's so perfect. So I just love that you have ideas for how to kind of look at it outside the box. It's not just a bar. It could be your dessert. It could be your snack on the go. It could be so many different things. It could be after, I think we discussed this, after a workout. So I just love that
really
too.
Good. Our nutritionist on our team, Barb Sobel, she loves to come up with recipes. So she's like, how about this? I'm like, okay, let's do that, Barb. She's super creative. So she came up with that one.
I love that. It's so cool. So now we're going to get more into the routine and how women can start kind of implementing these things into their life. How do you recommend starting a routine, Dr. Maggie?
So yeah, routine is so important, because I think we all know eating well is important. Like choosing grilled chicken, roasted veggies, a salad is a better choice than making a quick plate of nachos in the microwave or ordering pizza. But why? Like what is that variable that helps us make these choices? And we know so much of our behavior comes down to our routines and our habits. So they're really important. So I think you asked me like how to start with this. Is that what you asked, Natasha?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes. That we could also pair it with habit stacking, because that's my next question is how to like start, but we can jump into habit stacking.
Yeah, so James Clear wrote a book called Atomic Habits. He goes so deep into this, but one thing he said that really resonated with me as a place of where to start is, who is the person you want to become? Like who is the person you want to be, and what are the choices they make during the day? So when you don't even know where to start, I want to be a person that has meals ready for the week. I want to have a person has easy access to food in the fridge and is prepared. So, coming up with the choices you want to make, and then start small. It's these small choices you make during the day that are sustainable, that can add up over time, that can make significant behavioral changes. Definitely. So for example, if you wanted to start, I'm big into meal prepping. I think it's really important to have easy access to healthy foods that are available. And we don't get enough vegetables. So I'm big into prepping vegetables like once a week, chopping carrots, putting in the fridge, celery, putting in the fridge, kale, wash, cut, put in the fridge. So it's easy to add to smoothies, sautés. So you start small. On Sunday, I'm going to chop my carrots and put them in Tupperware and put them in the fridge. So starting small. So habit stacking, another way to make a habit successful, because we all kind of come out and say things, is you need to be specific and with the time of the day. So either you can say like, I'm going to do it at 6 a.m. I'm going to meditate 6 a.m. every day, or you're going to stack on the habit you want to create to a habit that's already established. So one that's often talked about, because it's a habit, we all have habits we're not even aware of, like brushing your teeth. What habit can you add on to brushing your teeth? Because you can then, it's much more easy to implement into your life if it's stacked onto something you're already doing automatically. So if it's meditating, maybe put your earbuds, if you're going to do a guided meditation, next to your toothbrush.
Love that. Love that.
Or if you're going to exercise, put socks, right by your toothbrush, your exercise socks, something to trigger and get you going.
Reminder, trigger. Yeah. I love that.
Good.
Speaking of morning and evening routines, I'd love to ask you both, Julie, what is your morning or evening routine? Just to inspire others.
Yeah, I am a huge believer in having a morning routine to really set your day, especially in midlife. I think you have to be very intentional, more intentional than maybe even before, where your life sort of runs itself because you have kids' schedules. You have to get people up out to school and clothes and lunches. And in midlife, if you're an empty nester, you're setting your own schedule. So having a routine is super important. And I always wake up early, I drink water, I brush my teeth, and I go sit in my chill chair, which is in my office right over there, where I do meditation every single morning, set my intentions, and really go over what my plan is for the day. I usually have set it the night before, but does it still apply? And then I can set my day in the right direction from a calm place. That way I can achieve my goals most of the time. but at least I know I started off with the right intention and mindset.
And Dr. Maggie, how do you, your morning routine, or evening routine?
I cherish my mornings. I get up. I still have kids at home, 3 kids at home.
Yes.
So I get up before they get up, and I really need that to set my day up for success. So I get up, I drink a glass of water, and this is the time when I exercise, because honestly, if I don't do it, then it just won't get done. So I check in with myself. It's not like I always do the same thing every day, but if I feel like something more cardio, I'll do the Peloton. If I feel like I need to stretch my body, I'll do some yoga, I'll do weights. Then I meditate for 10 minutes, shower, get ready, and I'm ready to start my day. But for me, it's a golden hour for my mental health, for my nervous system. Setting aside this time, I really encourage, my patients to do it, because I think many of us are out of the very young toddler phase. I think at this point where it's like sometimes you can't wake up early, they're getting up at 5.
Because they're up too.
Yeah, exactly. But so my youngest is 5, so she's sleeping now a little bit. But yeah, so I get up before anyone else. It sets my nervous system up for the day.
Yeah,
it's essential. What do you think is a good way or fun way to help people, encourage them to start a new routine? Because sometimes it can seem like it's a little difficult, like, oh, I can't get that done. Or like you were saying, habit stacking, having the headphones there when you're brushing your teeth. What are other kind of fun ways to get someone started on a routine?
Yeah, make it fun, make it pretty. And so, for example, grabbing a buddy to do it with you if it's like an exercise.
Yes.
If you're going to go for that morning walk and get that morning sunlight, think of something fun to listen to, whether it's music, a book, something uplifting. Like I like to listen to this. Sometimes I usually listen to medical learning studious things, but during my morning walk, I'll listen to something really like more spiritual, uplifting. I really enjoy that. And then also, if this is more material, but maybe get yourself a brand new knife or cutting board for your vegetables. It just makes it more fun.
You caught my attention at knife. A new knife. Yeah.
What was the one you shared really about with your friend? You said you guys send text messages. I really love that one.
Yeah. I'm a big emoji person. Having 320 something, sometimes an emoji is all you get, so I'm just in a habit with a friend. If we're working on, okay, let's make sure we go for a walk every single day this week. All right, I'll go, and then I'll send you the walking girl emoji, and you send me your walking girl emoji back. Or weightlifting, it's just a fun way. You don't have to have a big old conversation about it, but just like, whoop, gotcha, check mark, thumb, off you go. Really fun. And
it's a fun way to kind of check in with each other. You're just giggle to yourself because it's like an inside conversation, Yeah, exactly. I love that. Dr. Maggie, can you share how to schedule meals during a busy day and how to fit healthy snacks in when you are on the go?
Yeah, that's really important, because you don't want to get so hungry that you reach for unhealthy things because you're just ravenous.
Yeah.
So, and it's usually that midday. Lunch is a tricky one, so you got to plan for it. For example, I used to just head out to work after packing 3 lunches and not pack anything for myself and just be so hungry. So no matter what, you really should pack a lunch or plan your lunch in advance, because that's that midday meal. So you want to get vegetables, protein, fat, and a fiber. And that, you just have to plan for it. So, we can maybe talk a little later about whether you're eating breakfast or intermittent fasting, but you want to plan out what you're that first meal and whatever else you're going to eat during the day. You got to think about it in advance. You can't just wing it. If you're going out, be conscientious of that. But if you're not, think about when and what you're going to eat.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to dive into some more of the nutrition questions that I think can help guide women during their nutrition routine during the day. How many hours should someone have between meals?
That's a good question. Ideally about 4 to 6 hours. It takes about 6 hours for complete digestion to take place. And like I mentioned earlier, in order to really optimize our metabolic health and support healthy weight, you do want to be metabolically flexible. So what that means is being able to toggle between burning sugar for fuel and burning fat for fuel. And we get into that fat burning state when we're done burning up and digesting our glucose. So really that takes about 6 hours. And I don't want anyone to go hungry or starve themselves, but when you plan your meal and you're emphasizing vegetables, protein, fat and fiber, you then are better able to go that longer distance, that longer time span without eating. It's like we don't want to continue having glucose spikes and insulin spikes throughout the day.
That's such an important tip that you just shared, Dr. Maggie, because especially many of us are working at home, so if not all the time, some of the time, and that refrigerator is just calling you every time you go down there. So being conscious about, it's only been an hour, I probably don't need to open the refrigerator. It's really good. It's a good thing to keep in mind. Great tip.
Yeah, I love that. And going back to the breakfast, as you were saying, Dr. Maggie, I know some women skip breakfast or participating in intermittent fasting as a lifestyle choice. How does intermittent fasting work for women during midlife? If you do eat in the morning, is there an optimal time?
I cannot believe I'm being interrupted. You have to, yes, whatever the answer is, yes, please close the door.
I love that.
Oh my goodness.
I love it.
That's so good. Oh, you must be a human person.
This is real life. I love it.
Right. The best answer, whatever it is, the answer is yes. I love it. Excuse me, can I use the car?
Yes, to my 5-year-old. Vivi, I do need a minute. This is okay. So remind me your question. I'm just going to answer, even though my kid is in the room. Did you? Of course, no worries.
This was about women skipping breakfast, whether or not it's something they're doing because they're rushed or it's a part of intermittent fasting. I'd like to dive into how does intermittent fasting work for women during midlife? And if you do eat in the morning, what is the best time to do that?
Yeah, I think intermittent fasting, when you're in menopause and you're no longer producing hormones, it's much easier. You have a lot more freedom to experiment with intermittent fasting because your hormones are low, but they're stable. Yes,
even though they don't really always feel stable.
They don't feel, this is like post-menopause. Yes, you don't always feel stable, but they're low, right? They're not fluctuating. And sometimes when like right before your period, you can be in a state where maybe that's a little bit more challenging to do. But I do think most women should be able to go 12 hours without eating. And I think that's something we should aim for. And I think we should go 3 hours before like our last meal and bedtime.
Love
So I think, like I said, it's getting to that ability where we start burning fat for fuel, and we want to give that digestion a rest. So, I think some people do wake up hungry, in which case, you want to eat, and then maybe you go a little longer during the day. Like that's what my husband does. He's a man, is totally different. Men, by the way, can fast for like 24 hours. Much more easily than women. But for women, start with that 12 hours. It's a good place to start.
Yeah, I usually work out and then I eat afterwards. That's how I try to do it. So I just wake up and just go for it and then eat that. So, France Harris made a comment, all good, children welcome always.
Thank you. Oh my goodness.
We've all been there, and I just want to say I love it. It happens to me too. My kids are now in school, so I'm good.
Tomorrow.
I'm going to get a text in 5 minutes. Mom, can I borrow $20? That's the adult version of that, right? You don't get no one asking you, they just text you. Can you just, Venmo me $20?
I was just going to say that. Okay, now we're going to dive into the products. I'm all about creating a supplement routine, and I want to talk about, because you talked about gut health for women, and of course everyone knows we have MenoFit and MenoGlow that were developed to help with different symptoms for women in perimenopause, from hot flashes to low energy. We wanted to be there to support them from the gut. So Dr. Maggie, I wanted to see if you could highlight a few of the benefits of having this as a part of your supplement routine. And then we also have the happy fiber, because we want to talk about happy fiber. So I just wanted to kind of give you a platform to be able to highlight that to our audience.
Yeah, so MenoFit, I love. It's such a good foundational supplement for women going through midlife. It has vitamins and minerals that we need. A lot of them are cofactors for energy-producing reactions in the body, detoxification reactions in the body. It has prebiotics and probiotics to support the gut microbiome. Right. And it has herbs that have been used for centuries to help support women during midlife. So it's a great supplement just to incorporate during this midlife time. And that's MenoFit. MenoGlow, love as a way to complement with that, because it has the additional nutrients for the skin health and like hyaluronic acid. We love that for the skin moisture, skin integrity. And then happy fiber, again, we've talked so much about how important fiber is, but you know, most of us, most people in this country are just simply not eating nearly enough
Not even
fiber.
close.
So
Yeah.
happy fiber and the MenoBars, like they are such an easy way to increase your fiber source. So for happy fiber, you can add a teaspoon into just even your water in the morning, your morning glass of water. It dissolves so easily, and you're getting that fiber source.
Definitely. And just going back to the morning routine, you could be having your supplements, and then, you know, people usually want to have something to eat with it. So you've got your MenoWell bar to go with it. And then you've got what you need to start your morning off right. You're armed and ready for the day and for any of the symptoms you might experience in perimenopause. I'd love to encourage everyone to answer this question in the comment section below. How do you adjust your routine this fall? We'd love to be inspired by you. I want to also share the promotion again. Go to MenoLabs.com and you're going to get 40% off 2 or more items if you use the promo code GUTHEALTH40, and you'll get this gift with purchase, Keep Glowing Gorgeous, which once again, going back to hair, skin, and nails, we always want to have that during midlife. And I'd also love to share a special promo code from MenoWell to receive 20% off of the bars. It's MenoLabs20. So we're really excited that Julie was able to join us today, share more about her bars. We hope that you order them and have them ready to go for your back to routine when you're rushing around and you need a snack or you want to treat in the evening and get ready to go. You've got this now. So if you have any customer care questions that we haven't answered you today, I'd like to share the email customercare@menolabs.com. And once again, thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Dr. Maggie. And we'll see you on the next show.
Thanks
Thank
for
Bye,
you.
everyone. Thank
Have
you.
a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.